Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Prophecy of Pendor. Now, when we left off, I had attempted to hit on one of the ladies of the Empire without too much success. Obviously, it seems as though Bertild the Moderate is quite moderate in every respect. And so, as a result, we have now, amazingly enough, been invited by her, even though she didn't particularly like us and her father hated us as well. But yes, even so, we are going to be, I suppose, coming shortly to visit her. I was at Sarlian because I thought to myself maybe it would be a good idea to, well, roam around a little bit, get some units from the taverns and so forth, but obviously we are now at max and we are leveling up a couple of units too. Now do bear in mind, obviously we have the Snake Cult quest still, so I'm going to try and get that done a little bit. Ooh! Who defeated Sila Uzas? Well, whatever the case, he had over 800 in actual fact, 800 units. Oh, there's a Dread Legion patrol. We need to get over there really fast. So we're going to be doing that first before we head into Janos. Hopefully we'll have enough time to get back there. No, come on, Lord, let me do this. Thank you. Okay, so apparently, according to some of you, if you engage the Snake Cult first, and a Lord helps you, you do get the rating. But if you help them, then you don't get the rating. So we're going to have a look and see whether that is the case. I hope it is. For my sake, and for yours. Because you never know, Bertild may be standing outside your window right now, waiting for an opportunity to strike. Don't look out. Just don't look. Okay, so now, let us make sure that we have a good opportunity to take out these guys. And I think this is actually going to be a little, I was going to say a little difficult, but I don't think so, to be honest. Bertild the Moderate does have a good amount of HP, and I think we should actually be able to just charge straight on in here, but I don't really want to lose many of my units. I'd like to have our Lord friend lose many of his instead. Yes. Bertild the Moderate is rather selfish in that respect, that's for sure. Okay, so let's get our infantry out the front here as well. I'm going to try and see if I can goad them into attacking us. Maybe. Maybe? Maybe? No? They don't appear to want to attack me. Hello? No? Just ignore me? Okay, yeah, just ignore me. That's Bertild the Moderate for you. Ah, there we go. There we go. We are being attacked a little bit there. And now our Lord's troops... Ah, come on. Come on, Lord's troops, you have to do a little bit better than that. Yes, there we go. They have some Fierdsvain archers. A peculiar choice for archers, considering Fierdsvain and everything. They're not particularly the greatest, are they? So let's see if we can take some of these guys out. That guy has a pike! Or some kind of staff, yes. Let's try and eliminate this Anaconda Knight. Yes, there we go. That's what we like to see. 29 has now been attained. And we're eliminating quite a few units, I have to say. Very, very nice to see that indeed. All thanks to the Ruby Rune Sword, of course. I personally think this is one of the best swords, if not the best sword in the game. Actually unsure about that. Think there probably is something one step above, maybe? But I don't know if there's anything with this much piercing damage. Especially seeing as it's a slashing, well, technically a swinging piercing damage weapon. So, gotta say, I am really pleased that we were able to acquire that. And maybe, just maybe, we'll be able to get another Qualis gem from one of those deserter armies soon enough. I would really like to do that, that's for sure. 3 renown, 4 morale, not bad, and of course we did lose a couple of units, but that is to be expected. Thankfully, though, we are able to recruit some Shadow Legion units, Empire Knights, and some Heretic Minions, amazingly enough. Not entirely sure why they had some Heretic Minions in their prisoner hold, but there it is. And let's see, are we going to be getting anything else? No, I don't think so. Let's let our hero select something. Nope. Okay, well, let's take the rest of the loot just to sell. And there we have it. So let's take a look at... Yep, it does actually count. So that is fantastic. Thank you for letting me know about that. And we're also now going to be heading on over to Janos to speak to the lady in question. Now, I would like to try and find some more more snakes, of course, but yes, I think we may be out of luck. Maybe we will be able to when we head on over to Sez. That would be fantastic. So let's see if we were able to do that. But Janos is calling to us. And so, let us attempt to visit a lady. The guards glare at you, and you know better than to ask permission to enter. However, as you walk back towards your lodgings, an elderly lady dressed in black approaches you. "I am Lady Alexia's nurse," she whispers urgently. Well, she didn't really whisper that. Oh yes. "Don this dress and throw the hood over your face." Oh, we are dressing up, apparently. "I will smuggle you inside the castle to meet her in the guise of a scullery maid." Yes, that's exactly what Bertold likes. He does, doesn't he? "The guards will not look too carefully, but I beg you, for all of our sakes, be discreet. Oh yes, this beard will not give us away at all." Yes, well, whatever the case, yes. Yeah, well, actually, moustache. Yes, this moustache will not give us away. Apparently he does not have a beard. But let us now speak to Lady Alexia, and we'll see what she says. She's probably going to say, "Oh, it's so nice to see you. Bye." Probably. "You must have received my message. How happy I am that you could come. It is so delightful to have a chance to spend some time together. I am glad to see you. I trust you are having some success out there, making your name in the world." Okay, so we could use our poetry skills. We do have some poetry, so I think we're going to do that. That would depend on the poem. Do you intend to recite a verse? Okay, so she did not like us professing ourselves to be her ardent admirer, so I am going to assume that she is probably... Ooh, I have no idea what she would like. I have no idea. She's... I think probably this one. I was leaning towards this one to begin with. Yes, she likes that. Oh, well, kind of. A sermon dressed up as a love poem, if you ask me. Yes, time is passing quickly. Okay, so we only had one opportunity to do that, but we did gain one relation, which I suppose is okay. But if we had chosen something we'd maybe been more successful with, then obviously 3 relation probably would have been the case. And so, yes, do you think that we may have a future together? Yes, this is way too early to ask this. It is comforting to hear that your intentions towards me are honorable, but perhaps we should take the time to get to allow our affections for each other to grow a little stronger before making any such decision. Yes, of course. Okay, bye. Bye now. Okay, so yeah, that was somewhat pointless, I suppose. Not particularly pointless. Oh yes, we also read this book. That actually gave me 1 intelligence, I think. So we could potentially sell that now. And I think we'll probably be heading on to Sez now to hand in our bounty quest. Maybe we'll be able to do just that. That would be fantastic. Now, let's see here. Are there any units? Ooh, there is actually a Renegade Adventure Company, which might actually... This actually does count towards this mission, so I think we might head over there. We do have not really any interesting units to speak of, especially in their prisoner's hold, so, well, I guess we're just going to have to do this and see what we can do. Obviously, the rating is going to be very important, and we are going to hopefully gain a good amount, and hopefully our allies will be charging in ahead of us and preventing our forces from losing even more units like we did last time. So, yeah, it appears they are actually just going to straight on charge in. Better him than me, I suppose. Of course, I'm not entirely sure the caliber of their units so far. I know they have some maiden units, which are very, very good units, but obviously they are no match for my Ruby Rune sword and my amazing accuracy with swings. Yes. Amazing accuracy. Okay, yep, there's 26 damage. Wow, that is quite a heavily armored maiden, that is for sure. There we go. Ooh, very nice experience for that, that is for sure. Let's see if we can take out this... Oh, no, maybe not. Okay, well, there it is. Fantastic, isn't it? Very nice just to see all of our units, well, not our units in the actual fact, but all of our units are just chilling out at the back there. And, of course, we have nothing to worry about. Ooh, whoa, okay. That was quite aggressive. Okay, we took out the horse, but, yes, obviously not able to get the experience for the actual kill there. Wow, they have a huge amount of Empire Gladiators. Maybe we need to get a couple of those. That might be a good idea. That reminds me, maybe we want to try and get a castle of some sort soon, but obviously we need to make war. And that means we're going to have to be a little bit careful about it, aren't we? We're going to have to try and instigate war in some way. Maybe we can actually take a task by one of our lords, one of our fellow vassals, and maybe we'll be able to gain some kind of warlike task through that. Might be an idea. Okay, so we do have Adonia and Anson leveling up, as well as Bertold the Moderate, but we will not be doing anything with him just yet. Let's leave there. Okay, so we need to get over to Sez quite quickly. We need to try and avoid this snake cult army with all of our gusto, and there we go. Okay. Ooh, there's actually another snake cult patrol over here. Come on, let's get over there. Let's do it. Yes. Very nice. I was very, very lucky to get them all by themselves, and I would like to lose a couple of units here. Yes. I know that's a very weird thing to say, but I would like to lose a couple of units because then we'll be able to gain some more Shadow Legion units, potentially. It is, I think, somewhat random whether they give you Shadow Legion units. Maybe. I'm not entirely sure if there's a formula for it. But from what I could tell, it seemed relatively random because the first few times we did it, we gained, I think, nothing apart from renown and money, and then we gained some units after that when we had space. And then when I had space, we didn't gain anything, and then the time after that, we did actually gain some as well. Obviously, my memory is a little bit sketchy about that, but I think that's how it went. Okay, so let's get ready here, shall we? Let us get slightly more ready than they are getting. That is the only way to win, to be more ready than your opponent. And let us also get our cavalry to follow me, thank you very much. Okay, so our archers... How many archers do we have? 23. Not bad. Okay. That should be enough to goad them into attacking. Yes, it appears as though that is indeed the case. So they have a couple of cavalry. So we are just going to get our infantry standing a little bit closer. Now, we're going to charge them in and hopefully make it so that our cavalry has a really nice flanking maneuver going on here. It seems to be the case. Whoa, they have a huge amount of regular snake cult followers. Wow, that is a little bit weird, I have to say. And this serpent priestess is, wow, okay, yes, wanting to deal a huge amount of damage to us right now. Whoa, okay, there's Donovan. Actually killed the serpent priestess, thank you very much. Now let's see if we're able to deal any other bits of damage here. Well, our units are just absolutely destroying everyone right now, so nothing really to worry about there. I'm actually unsure why I used tactics there if I said I wanted to lose units. Well, I suppose at the very least what we can do is maybe lose a couple of units on purpose, try and disband some units that are not particularly wanting to be here, and then, well, we'll see what we can actually do then, but right now everything seems to be in order and we have only lost one unit in actual fact, so that's a little bit disappointing, I have to say. I know that's weird to say, but really, I would like to gain some more Shadow Legion units. It would be fantastic if we could do that. And there's the Anaconda Knight being taken out. And there we have it. 5 renown as well for us. Okay, we'll take that. I'm not going to be taking these farmers because, as I said, I do want to, well, lose units more than gain them. So, yes, that is going to be fine in my opinion. Now, let's see here. What is that? That's a flame-bladed sword. Not bad. It is a two-handed / one-handed weapon, though. Not my favorite type of weapon. We do get some really pretty nice boots, which I am actually going to be giving to our companions here. Oh, apparently they've got better boots than that. That's actually pretty impressive. Okay. Well, there we go. That's it. And how much do we have? 15,000. 6 days remaining. So I suppose that should be enough. Not too bad, I suppose. And we're going to be getting rid of this minion here. Is there anything else that is somewhat low level that we really don't want? Well, these heavy longbowmen would have probably been the case, but not right now. Oh, no. Okay, this is going to be a little bit difficult, isn't it? We actually have really good units in every single slot, or at least I feel like they are very good. The only thing I could lose is maybe some Zingalian horsemen, but they are actually pretty good in themselves, so I guess we'll just have to gain 4. We'll just have to gain 4 units if, in actual fact, we are going to gain units anyway. But they are Shadow Legion. Ah, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Let's just go in and see. They're probably not going to give us any units anyway. Okay, they did actually give us units. That makes me really sad now. Okay. Well, how many did they give? Oh, it actually improved. Okay, never mind. Okay, apparently it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter losing units. But we really do need to lose... What is that? 9 units? So I think we're going to get rid of this guy and... Yeah, because what we're going to have starting to happen now is a couple of units are going to start leaving, and we definitely don't want the Shadow Legion units to leave. So we're going to try and lose some of these mercenaries, because even though... Let's just see. What are their stats like? Actually very good. Oh, that really pains me. That very much pains me, but they are costing a huge amount, as you can see. Each one of them costs 106. So now we've just gained a good amount there. So that is fantastic. We've gained some really nice Shadow Legion Marinus units, as well as some Centurions. Where are the Centurions? Did I not make space for them and they didn't actually get added? Yes, that was indeed the case. What happened was, the Shadow Legion Marinus units, we already had one, so they gave us those and expanded our company adequately enough, but the rest did not get added because we had no space. So there we go. That's a lesson. That's a lesson. That is indeed a lesson for everyone there. And yes, I'm gonna try and do a little bit better next time with that. Okay, so that's fine. It's actually okay because, well, we do have now 14 Shadow Legion Marinus units, and I would expect that they would give us maybe around 5 or something along those lines of Centurions. Not too sure. I was told you were looking for a tournament champion, or we could participate in the tournament here, which might be an idea. So I think we're going to wait here for some time just to rejuvenate ourselves slightly, and then we're going to be entering the tournament. Okay, so now we don't have full HP, but I was really worried that we would lose the opportunity to actually participate. Really? Only 69 damage from a fully charged Lance? That's pretty impressive, I gotta say. Okay, well, the Lance at least is doing some pretty decent damage. Okay, let's see what we can do over here. There we go. That's what we like to see. Take out that Maiden Ranger. Now let's try and avoid getting taken out, because I'm never going to be able to fight with this Lance on foot. Obviously, I think we have a club. Yes, we do. So nothing really to worry about there. There we go. Ooh, we eliminated a Shadow Legion Centurion himself. Wow, okay. I was not expecting to fight those here. But I suppose we can try our very best. Yes, I'm just running him down right now. Oh, there appears to actually be still someone from the orange team. Well, let's see what we can do here. No, apparently not. Okay. Well, we being a member of the white team, we should be absolutely fine with eliminating these guys right here. Yes, there we go. Fantastic. Okay, well, there we are. Very nice indeed. And we can now head onward. 2 teams with 8 fighters. Okay, so we're part of the brown team once again. Let's see. Whoa, his horse got taken out immediately. Well, that's good to know. Oh, come on, eliminate him. Yes, come on. Yes, there we go. The brown team will be victorious. Ooh, Dranton. Dranton got eliminated. Oh, I like that. Yes, there we go. Come on. Oh, it's Kratos. It's Kratos. We need to be very, very careful of that guy. Oh, it's not. It's actually not. Okay, so we've reached tier 3 of the tournament with 2 teams and 8 fighters each. We are just going to attempt to make as much money as we can, I suppose. That will be our goal for the foreseeable future, I guess. And, oh, yes, we now have the opportunity to get a horse. Thank you. Let me please take that. Okay, wow. Okay, yes. These guys are utterly destroying... Oh, no, maybe not. They are seeing fit to be a little bit too close-minded. There we go. Very nice. And eliminate the last one. Maybe? No? Kratos was eliminated this time, thank goodness. Otherwise, we would have had to fight him, but unfortunately there probably is going to be a Shadow Legion Centurion at the end. So 2 teams with 4 fighters each. We are not given a horse once again. Neither are the opponent. So that's good. That is very, very good to see. This guy has a bow. Oh, okay. Well, yes. Something tells me I may be eliminated here. Come on. Yes, that was a Shadow Legion Centurion. I knew it. He had such a fast swing speed. Goodness me. That was impressive. Come on. Yeah, we go. Maiden Ranger taken out. And I think that's it. Is that it? Yes, that was it. Okay, so 2 teams with 1 fighter each. Only 4 participants remaining. And we have a bow against a 2-handed weapon. Okay, so let's do this. No. Yes, there's a headshot. 8 damage. Yes, 8 damage. Fantastic. No. Yes. And there we go. Oh, we eliminated the champion fighter. Goodness me, that was a little bit nerve-wracking. If he had hit with 1 ability, would have been pretty difficult to come back from that. 2 teams. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Okay, well, maybe not too bad. We can actually very easily block. Is that Kratos? Everyone looks like Kratos for some reason. Well, whatever the case, let's take him out. Take him off his horse. His horse is apparently having some fun time in the wall there. This is not good. If you could believe it, it's actually not good at all. Come on, let's do this. Yes, that was Kratos. Oh, Kratos, you sneaky man. Okay, well, there we go. 20 renown, honor, and a huge amount of money. Very nice indeed. Okay, so that will be it for this episode of Pendor, and next time we're going to be attempting to do more Shadow Legion quests, and we're going to continue waiting for a potential warlike state among the factions. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.